Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anissa, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I have a link to will be linked to down below in the description. Also, I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, and I go live every Friday, so ring the bell so you get notified of that. And I'm using JC Beauty Concepts Epiphany Nail It Like Lucy Blue Chameleon Glitter. It comes in a big pack, and there I am showing you that I'm going to be using one of the glitters from the raw sugar glitters from Nail It Like Lucy as well, and these random mylar shards that were a free gift from her. I got that a while back, and I showed you guys in one of my videos, one of my hauls. And the blue I'm using is number 9 from Model 1s, and I'm also using Cinderella from Acrylics. And here I am cutting up some gold leaf or some gold foil. I get that from Amazon, and here I go. I already applied my Bomb Nails tapered C-curve tips, and I'm using my Model 1's clear today. I like using it for the practice hand. Sometimes I might use it on my sister, but as of now I'm just really trying to use it up because I don't really like it sitting here, because I know as soon as I finish that JC Beauty Concepts one, the small one I have a bigger one that's 3.5 ounces, and I'm going to want to use that. So I'm trying to get it out the way. It's not a bad clear. It is runny and sticky with the Model 1s and some other monomers like Mia's Secret, but with the JC Beauty Concepts monomer, it is quite workable because JC Beauty Concepts monomer, in my opinion, sets up a little bit faster. So I'm going to be doing all ombre as we've seen from the thumbnail, and I'm going to be using the light blue, which is Cinderella, putting that on the pinky, which is what I'm doing right now, index finger, ring finger, and that's it. And on the middle finger I will be using number 9, and that one I use last because that one is just like straight pigment pretty much, and it dyes my monomer, it dyes everything I used. So I went ahead and did everything I needed to do before that. Obviously I couldn't do the ombre until on that finger until after I did it, and I'll be using Epiphany as my nude color, and it is very gorgeous. So for this set, it is my I Made It Monday encapsulation set, and as you would have seen, I did go on live and do a set very similar to this, but I had to take that video down because the audio was messed up. It kept repeating my voiceover I had did to it, and I had already deleted the video, and I didn't want to re-edit it, so I was like, I wanted to redo it anyways because the camera quality and the angle wasn't the way I liked it. So here I am doing it, but different, like redoing it, but it's different. So yes, like I said, I'm using JC Beauty Concepts monomer, and I'm also using a Beetles brush size 10 right now, and I used my CADS brush to put down the clear base because I knew that brush was going to be full of clear because the surface I was trying to fill was so small. So I went ahead and used that as a clear base layer, just because it helps my ombre, and my ombre in this was so much better than the one that I had even did for my ombre I Made It Monday set. Like, this one was so good, like I didn't even need to put the glitter over it if I didn't have to, if that wasn't the, I was gonna say category, if that wasn't the challenge for the week. One of my next videos will hopefully be my little sister does my voiceover. She really wants to do one. I just talked to her about it, and she's down for it. She actually wanted to do this one, but I was like, no, this one's good. I can't. This one is, I literally just recorded this video, so I was like, no, I asked if I need to say in this one. Yeah, sorry for letting that wonky voiceover video go up for so long. Like, I didn't know that it was that bad because when I was editing it, it was fine. Then when I uploaded it to YouTube, it was fine. Then when it like published and all that stuff, it got messed up. So there's a difference between the blues, and with the original set, it just looked like there was white. So this blue because it is just like straight pigment pretty much. You can mix some clear into it to make it different, but it's not worth it for me. And like my blend was so seamless today. Like I don't know what it was. None of the nails came out wonky. And then I had to put the glitter over top, and I was like, dang. And you can't really see this color 100%. Like I tried to show you guys near like the, I wouldn't say middle, but near some portion of the video, I attempt to show you, well, after I finish the application, that's what it is. After I finish it and get ready to apply the clear, because I like to put all that stuff up because I always hit it and bump into it and all that stuff. I should show you the gold glitter in it, and the gold glitter is so pretty. It is insane how pretty this gold glitter is. And it's just like you can actually see the gold glitter. This color is just beautiful, but like on the nails sometimes it doesn't really translate that it's gold glitter. And this one I let it sit for too long because I think I was watching videos while I was doing it as usual. But yes, I like these gloves also. I think I showed them in a haul that's coming up, or I might not have, but yes, they're really good. I'll link them down below, and I like the thickness of them. I think they're 3 millimeters thick, I believe they are, and I like them. I can't feel anything crazy through them. Like I can't feel like the monomer. And this, I wanted to make sure that this nail was dry. That's why I did it last. And look, it still was staining. And this is the only nail that I was like, it's okay if it doesn't look right, because you want this to stay thin. So that's why I was like, this ombre is wonky because it started turning blue, and that's because it wasn't dry all the way. And to me, I didn't really care, even though the back of the nail bed was blue. I was like, I'm gonna cover this up with the deep blue glitter, and I'm gonna put the mylar, and I'm gonna put this, so it's gonna cover. And it does cover, and it doesn't stand out. Well, it's still like the standout nail, but it doesn't look bad for those reasons. And I do go back in and try and like fix the blend. And so on the lighter colors, I go ahead and use the raw, I think it's called iced raw glitter. That one, I use that one on the lighter colors. And it's kind of like an ombre in itself is what I was trying to do with this one. Some of them I just dip my brush in straight glitter, and then some of them like that I dipped it in the clear. You can do whatever you like, whatever is easier. You can even put down the clear base first and then like put down a thin clear layer, like super thin, because when you're encapsulating, you want to keep these nails thin, right, until you encapsulate. So I already have the ombre underneath, which you need to encapsulate in general. Then I have this glitter on top, and I'm gonna put gold leaf on that blue nail. So it's just like, you see how I put thin layer of clear and then brushed up that glitter, and then with this it doesn't dry as fast, so I can move that glitter more. So I showed you all 3 ways, just straight glitter for the very first nail. Then I dipped the bead of clear into the glitter for the ring fingernail, and then for the pinky, which is the nail that I had previously done, I went ahead and did the clear acrylic first, then the glitter on top. And for the blue, this chameleon blue is so pretty. All the chameleon glitters, all of her glitters, they are just amazing, and there's so much of them, you're not going to run out. And these little mylar things, ooh, so pretty. And this gold, it really set it off. I was going to use silver. I was going to use the silver for it, but I was like, no, because like it's a very cool set, and then like as in like cool tones, and then that blue is very warm. So I just went ahead and put the gold, and it matched beautifully. And so here I go putting everything up, because like I said, when I encapsulate, I just hit every other color that I have set out. And I like to flip my paper towel to where it's not gonna bump into any of the, here I am trying to show you the gold glitter, but you can't really see. But like, you guys, all these colors work so well together. They blended so well. This was a very good day for me. Like I said, 09 by Model Ones, and Cinderella by Acrylics. And by the way, I don't follow any particular method when I encapsulate or anything like that. I refill my dapping dish as many times as I need. I just don't like it fill all the way up to where when you're trying to wipe off your brush, it like dips itself back into the monomer, because that's how high your monomer is. I don't like that. And these little mylar flakes, at first I didn't know how to use them. Now I know how to use them. They're amazing. And another tip for encapsulation is make sure all your glitter is flat. When I say flat, I mean flat. Anything you're encapsulating, flat as you can get it. You can even put like, there's like a little it's like a little press where you can put like a curve in it, so you can get it flat to the nail, right? Because nails have curves. So it just, if it's not flat, it's gonna be sticking up and raising up, and then you have to file that piece down. And so in order to prevent all that stuff and to make it go really, really fast, get it as flat as you possibly can. Make your beads so they can surround whatever you had put down. So I put down this glitter on this one, right? And the ombre. So I wet the surface with the monomer. Then I picked up a big bead. I put it at where the ombre starts, and then I let it flow down, because like I said, this is runny, right? So I let it flow all the way down, and with that one bead, it already surrounded all of that glitter at the bottom. So now I can just work like it's regular acrylic, because now my brush is not going to get caught. And also make sure it dries. Make sure your glitter is dried. Even if you're using like a glitter acrylic, make sure it's dried before you encapsulate, or you're going to start pulling those pieces around, and it's going to start messing with the design of your nail. So, and you always want to keep your shape. Encapsulating, it can get very wonky because you're trying to cover something and you're worried about covering it versus your shape. And make sure you have enough so you don't file through. But if you get your application right, if you get your application, like you surround every piece, then you should be good. You don't have to file that much. With this, I didn't have to file that much, so I kind of left it all in because it was like nothing. I was very surprised, but I was very cautious of what I was doing, and I was making sure like, hey, there's stuff on the side. Do I want to file those little pokey pieces off? Is there any pokey pieces? Because if you file through that glitter, it's just going to turn silver. So you want to keep your design. Every little piece you laid it there for a reason. I'd rather put too much and make it too thick than have it be too thin and file all the way through. So here's the pinky, and look how pretty. The pinkies have been turning out very well lately. This clear doesn't really give me bubbles unless I use it to dry, which it's very hard to get this clear to be dry. Like, it is very, very, very difficult. So, and it's better to have a runny texture, like I said, because those bubbles are going to come from the dry texture trying to go around all those pieces. So now it just created bubbles because it can't fit. It's not the perfect consistency. You need it to be on the runnier side, so it'll lessen your chances of bubbles. And this clear is extremely clear, though. It's a good clear. Gel would be even crazier. And my brush started to get full. I don't know why, but that's the one reason why I don't like this clear. But like near the end, it starts to get like that. Usually it would be way worse with the other monomers. So like, look how runny that was. and it just went all the way down the nail. So I'm constantly wiping the sides, but I'm also getting the clear to cover those sides so I don't lose the glitter and all that stuff I put there. So I'm gonna let you guys watch the very little left of this application process, and then I'll be back. Actually, let me know if you guys like when I talk through it more or when I just let the music play in the comments. So here's what the nails look like after application, and they look great. Like, not even just for like my standards, but they look really good. That's why I was like, they kind of look like the way that I just applied the tips. Like, that's how the tips look. So literally every time I use these tips, they're like magical because they're thick, but you don't have to shape them up much. Like, you have to do barely anything to them really. So I really like these tips. They're from Bomb Nails, like I said. And I'm using a Carlash 8080 grit hand file, and I'm just sharpening up the sides. As you can see, I didn't really feel like the top needed to be filed because, like, look how smooth it was. And the sides, they looked pretty good too. So that's why I'm going in with my hand file first. Typically, I like to go in with my pan of 5-in-1 and then all that stuff. But, you know, I decided because the shape looks so good, I might as well just hand file it. Like, I didn't really need to go in with the drill bits, the drill, anything. So I was like, let me just do a little bit, you know. So here I am filing the free edge and making sure everything is nice and even and it's all straight. Like, look at that. And if that sidewall gets too boxy, I go ahead and smooth that out and like round it out because I don't like that boxy look. It just looks weird to me. So now I'm going in with a ceramic. This is from Easy Basket, and it comes in a little kit of drill bits, and they're all ceramic and all that stuff, and it comes with a mandrel bit and a dust bit, and I love it. So I used to use this all the time. This is actually the first bit I started out on, but I was cutting myself and my sister a lot with this drill bit. So we decided to switch it, and I found the Pana 5-in-1 and all that stuff, and I haven't like cut it since. So yes, this drill bit does way more than the fine drill bit does, but at the same time it doesn't take off a lot unless you want to take off a lot. So that's what I like about the ceramic drill bits, and only the tip to me really needed it because I felt like there was like a teeny tiny little bubble at the tip for some of these nails, but not really. So that's what I'm taking down right now, but the nails are pretty smooth, so I don't need to go over the entire surface. So that's mimicking me filing around the cuticle area, and I was just tightening it up, make sure it looks like a horseshoe shape and not like jagged or anything. And then after I'm done with this, I go in with a reds buffer, and after that I will show you guys another trick. sorry if you can hear my computer breathing. But next, you want to brush the nails off first before you do this. Then you want to use some lint-free wipes, or a lint-free wipe, you might need two, and go in with some 100% pure acetone and wipe the nails down completely. But you want to make sure they're 100% dusted off. And like, look how much glassier it already made them. So what it is it melts off that first layer of clear acrylic, and it just makes them so glassy. So that'll help you with most of your clear acrylics. So now I'm using the Beetles top coat with my Sun UV 36 watt lamp, and I will be curing it for 90 to 120 seconds. And if this was a real person, I would add some cuticle oil after the nails have cooled down, and I use Blossom cuticle oil for that. So like I said, if you want to follow me on any of my social medias, they will be linked down below in the description. If you click that little Linktree link, they'll all be there. And everything from my lamp to my desk to what I use to record, and my mic and all my nail supplies that I use in this video will be linked down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.